Hand over the keys, old man. HOA policy. That's what this kid in baggy board shorts barked at me that Saturday. Right there on my driveway, his buddies filming from both sides. Dollar store aviators turning my old Honda Gold Wing into a funhouse mirror behind him. The way he said policy, you'd think he was busting up a meth lab, not hassling a middle-aged man about a touring motorcycle he never once saw break 25 miles per hour in the neighborhood. His voice even cracked, trying to sound tough, like he was starring in a high school drama club remake of Cops. 10 minutes after that, 3 officers were standing there, half amused, half annoyed, listening to the kid try to explain how community seizure somehow applied to motorcycles, while his mom, the infamous HOA president, came screeching up in her white Lexus, honking like she was leading a rescue mission for wounded egos. 5 minutes later, the assistant state attorney was on my porch, sipping iced tea, reading the Miranda warning off her phone like a bedtime story. The kid? His face went from cocky to confused to downright terrified in the time it takes a dog to lick peanut butter off its nose. Yeah, that happened. Name's Caleb Donner. Quiet by nature, built like a contractor. But honestly, I've got librarian energy. I oil the fence every spring, mow on Thursdays at 7 sharp. Neighbors can set their watches by it. And I take the Gold Wing out for sunset laps, never once pushing the speed, always waving to everyone. I don't make waves, or at least, I didn't, until this HOA war broke out. Now, Foxglove Estates in Sandbar Heights. That's home. Perfect lawns, rumors sharper than barbed wire, drama thicker than the muggy air by the clubhouse pond. Our local legend? Lorna Beckett, 3-time HOA president, French tips sharp enough to slice paper, wears a tape measure around her neck like a diamond necklace. Her dog's named Escrow and wears a rhinestone collar, if that tells you anything. Lorna loves to say, we're a covenants-forward community. Property values are our collective duty. Clipboard everywhere, even at the pool. Hates my Gold Wing like it's the Antichrist. The first time she saw it, I swear, she clutched her pearls like I'd driven a tank onto the green. That's when the campaign began. Pastel pink, courtesy notices, citing vibrational disturbances. My decibel meter read 62. County allows 85. Lorna's clipboard? It just says feelings and community harmony. Rumors caught like wildfire on the Facebook group. Apparently, I'm running a chop shop, got biker gang ties. Someone saw me in a leather jacket once. For the record, I've got one bike, a cup holder, and heated grips. Most rebellious thing I do is put in premium gas. They sent me a bored email saying my driveway was a mechanized eyesore, threatening fines for unauthorized vehicle staging. Like my Gold Wing's about to start a Broadway show. The fines? Started at $50 a day, climbing to $500 after a month. Enter the wild card. Lorna's son, Tyler, 22, influencer in training, part-time pest. Has 47,000 followers tuning in to watch him review energy drinks and pull pranks on unsuspecting neighbors. Suddenly, he's zipping past my property on a scooter, camera always rolling, narrating like a nature show. Here we see the boomer in his natural habitat. You know what I mean? Lorna calls it civic engagement. I call it a new level of annoying. Then they got organized. Surveyors will to measure my bike's distance from the property line. Tyler photographing it from every angle, building what he called a violation portfolio. Sometimes he'd show up at 6 in the morning, sometimes 10 at night, always with that smug look, always live streaming, asking viewers if my bike was an eyesore. Most people said no, which only made him try harder. One humid Saturday, thermometer pegged at 95, Tyler shows up with 2 friends, both filming, one with a gimbal worth more than my monthly mortgage. He's in a polo with the HOA logo, hand-stitched by Lorna, I'm sure, strutting up my driveway like the sheriff. Per my mom, he said, the board voted to impound non-compliant vehicles. You're lucky we're giving you a chance to surrender the bike. Involuntary impoundment carries extra penalties. He wiggles his fingers for my keys. His friends zoom in, expecting a meltdown. I just wiped down the chrome and said, no. That threw him. He goes red, pulls out his phone, dials 911 on speaker for full effect. I'd like to report possession of stolen property, he says, loud enough for the cameras, describing my 30-year-old Gold Wing as suspicious with altered plates. His friends add color commentary about citizens' arrests. One even says, this is going viral for sure. In seconds, Lorna's Lexus screeches around the corner, her heels hitting the pavement like she's marching into battle. She's got an impound order in Comic Sans, handcuffs and gavels in clip-art glory. I almost laughed. Almost. Vehicle seized under Article 7, Section 4. She announced like she was reciting the Constitution. Tyler, secure the asset. The asset, my motorcycle. Tyler tries to start it, hits the horn by accident, turns on the heated grips, can't find the ignition. I swear, it was like watching a cat try to drive a stick shift. Now, here's what they didn't know. By day, I'm a digital forensic analyst for the state attorney's office. Not the trench coat wearing, shouting objection kind. The quiet one, pulling up deleted emails and following the digital breadcrumbs. I'd already archived every email Lorna ever sent about my awful motorcycle, including the fake impound policy she stole off a towing company's site. Company name still in the footer, plus Tyler's social media posts, tagged hashtag HOA Justice, planning this whole mess. So when the cops rolled up, I was ready. I'd also called Mina Dwart, our assistant state attorney. She likes motorcycles. She hates people who abuse legal procedure for personal vendettas. She was 10 minutes away after a deposition, said she'd swing by. Her words, sounds like someone's about to get a free legal seminar. 3 cops take in the scene. Me, calm in my garage. Lorna, waving her Comic Sans masterpiece. Tyler, still straddling my bike, his friends whispering. I produce my title, Insurance, a binder full of HOA bylaws marked with neon tabs. Lorna hands over her impound order and a business card, President, in gold foil. Tyler offers his follower count, actually saying, "Do you know how many people are watching right now?" As if that comes with a badge. Mina walks up, jeans, state attorney's polo, radiating calm authority. "Who called in the theft?" she asks, though she already knows. Tyler puffs out his chest, still on my bike. "And your basis for believing this is stolen?" He says, "Board authority. We have intelligence." She almost laughs. "Honey, this is a private association. You can't just seize property off private land. That's theft. Filing a false report? That's a misdemeanor. And right now, you're trying to steal the vehicle you just falsely reported as stolen." His friends lower their phones. The comments on the live stream shift from "get him, bro" to "oh." One cop studies Lorna's impound order, radios for a sergeant. Another watches my camera footage, Tyler stepping past my "no trespassing" sign, trying to start my bike, narrating the whole thing. The cop turns to Tyler. "That's attempted grand theft auto." The kid's live stream is still running. Lorna starts to lose it, flipping through her clipboard, citing broad powers under section something something. Mina cuts her off. "Not that broad. When did the board vote on this? Is it filed with the county?" Lorna's face drains of color as she realizes she's been caught. The citations start coming like raffle tickets. Attempted theft for Tyler, dropped to a misdemeanor since the bike never started. False report, criminal trespass. His friends get warnings. Lorna gets hit for harassment, contributing, plus a nice fat referral for unlicensed security enforcement. Mina's not done. She adds civil exposure for fraudulent documents and conspiracy. When the cuffs click on Tyler, his friend is still filming, hands shaking. Comments go from "get the Harley" to "bro, you're getting arrested in 4K," and his mom's crying in the background, and she was. Mascara running. She tries invoking executive session, then diplomatic immunity, then threatens to sue everybody. The cops, Mina, me, probably the gold wing too. Mina just recites statutes from memory. Board is reading her grocery list. Monday, emergency HOA meeting. My bike is Exhibit A, parked on a mat in the clubhouse foyer. Over 100 neighbors show up. Tyler's arrest video already has 2 million views. Mina lays out the emails, the doctored policy Lorna plagiarized, the Enforcement Ops Junior Division budget, which was just Tyler's gas money. Text where Lorna tells Tyler, "Make sure you're recording every thing. We'll make an example of him." And Tyler replies, "This is going to be sick. Bet I can get 100K new followers off this." The crowd gasps. Someone literally says, "Oh my God." Board members look like their worlds just imploded. The fallout is brutal. Lorna gets recalled, 119-1. Her own vote, the only no. Barred from the board for 10 years. Insurance forces mandatory governance training, lawyer on retainer. Not Lorna's cousin, an actual attorney. Tyler, plea deal. Misdemeanor, 100 hours community service. Teaching motorcycle safety, supervised by the very police he called. Restitution paid to me, no real damage done. His apology video outperforms his arrest. His follower count plummets to 12,000. Lorna's fined $12,000 for unlicensed security and fake legal docs. In court, she mutters, "But I was protecting property values." Judge says, "Ma'am, the only value you hurt was your own." Finds now a lien on her house. Here's the kicker. Next day, neighborhood split. Some cheer, some whisper about overreach, some claim I ruined the spirit of community. As for me, I still mow at 7. I still ride at sunset, waving to every neighbor, even the ones who look away. And every so often, I catch a glimpse of Tyler, picking up trash along the sidewalk, camera off, no followers, just another face in Foxglove Estates. You tell me, who really won? If you stuck around till now, I want to hear what you think. Was I in the right, or did it go too far? Ever tangled with an HOA or seen authority abused in your own backyard? Drop your take in the comments, because out here, justice doesn't always come in a neat little package, and the story's never really over.